Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Field on the campus of Bentonville High School as we're going to get you set for 6A West varsity baseball action as the Fayetteville Bulldogs will take on your Bentonville Tigers. Hello, everyone. I'm John McElroy, and I'm joined with my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne, and we are excited to be here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Northwest Arkansas. Game time temp will approach about 65 degrees, not a lot of wind today. Should be a great afternoon for baseball, and we could not be more excited to be joining with you on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. Well, Donnie, you can see the plate conference out there. Coach Abbott and Coach Gallagher there for the Fayetteville Bulldogs getting set here for these two teams to play the second game in a two-game series. Fayetteville taking yesterday's game down at Fayetteville. So the Tigers looking to split the series right here this afternoon. I want to bring in my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne. And Donnie, kind of talk about the significance of this game in terms of the 6A West.
John, the last time we broadcast Bentonville Harbor, Bentonville came into that 3-1 in the conference, and now they have dropped 3. Bentonville's lost their last 3 conference games and are 3-4 currently in conference play. Fayetteville at 5-2. Of course, like you said, Fayetteville won last night. Bentonville can get the split here. They'll be back to 4-4 in conference. And significance right now, John, is that right now West is the number. Bentonville is in 4th. West is in 4th. Bentonville's in 5th right now. Even though we swept West, West currently is 4-3. So Bentonville needs to pick up some more victories because we do not want to fall behind West for the 4 seed.
Well, all right, as you can see, Coach Abbott right there laying out the ground rules here at Tiger Field. Beautiful field, a lot of rain. This game is actually scheduled to be played yesterday, but so much rain over the weekend, the two teams agreed to flip days to give the outfield out here a little more time to dry out. A turf infield here in Bentonville, but a natural grass outfield, and just need a little more time to dry. But, Donnie, the field is looking great. The grounds crew here in Bentonville, as always, has done a fantastic job to get this one ready to play this afternoon. Well, let's go ahead while we have a moment, go over the starting lineups. First for the visiting Fayetteville Bulldogs. Leading off for the Bulldogs, playing third base, will be number 5, Ken Pascal. Batting second, pitching today for the Bulldogs, number 24, Landon Schaefer. Batting third, playing center field, number 10, Jason Delamar. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 19, Mark Brissy. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 1, Charlie Graves. Batting sixth for Fayetteville, the left fielder, number 21, Carter Morris. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 11, Jude Reyna. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 12, Camden Rogerson. And batting ninth for the Bulldogs, playing shortstop, number 8, Charlie Garton. And playing catcher but not hitting today for Fayetteville will be number 20, Everett Hall. Head coach of the Fayetteville Bulldogs, Scott Gallagher. And now for the starting lineup for your Bentonville Tigers. Leading off for the Tigers, playing center field, number 12, Boyce Reed. Batting second, playing right field, number 14, Hayden Oliver. Batting third, playing left field for the Tigers, number 24, Will Carmichael. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 1, Casey Christ. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 5, Trace Peterson. The shortstop for Bentonville, batting sixth, number 11, Connor Davis. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 59, Cade Troffholz. Batting eighth, catching today for Bentonville, number 10, Evan Martinez. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 4, Arya Waker. Pitching today for the Bentonville Tigers, number 23, Carter Allen. Head coach of the Bentonville Tigers, Todd Abbott. Okay, and as you can see right here coming into your screen, our PA announcer here today, Ray Mayer, is giving the starting lineup for the Bentonville Tigers. Good crowd out here today. And, of course, Fayetteville travels well. So got a great crowd out here today, a beautiful afternoon for baseball. And, Donnie, this should be a good one this afternoon.
That's right, John. Yesterday's game was a 5-1 Fayetteville victory, so Those early 3 victories, John, Bentonville's offense was really on a roll. They mercy ruled Rogers, who's the #1 team in conference, the first game of the year. Mercy rule victory and then another comfortable victory over West the next week. But the last few weeks, scoring runs has been an issue for the Bentonville offense.
All right, we're going to step away for just a moment for our national anthem.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, a moment of silence. Thank you. And now we want to honor the freedoms we enjoy and pay respect to our country and those who have kept and are keeping our country safe for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, well, there you have it, our national anthem. And that means we are just about set for baseball here this afternoon in Bentonville. Once again, pitching today for the Bentonville Tigers, number 23, Carter Allen, and behind the plate, number 10, Evan Martinez. I'd like to thank each of you joining us out there live here on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. This Friday, just a programming note, we'll have a broadcast of both the girls varsity soccer match, Bentonville versus the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks, followed shortly thereafter by the boys varsity soccer match. And our very own Donnie Payne, he'll bring you all the action live on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. This Friday night, the girls match will start approximately 5:30, and the boys match will start just about 20, 25 minutes after the conclusion of the girls soccer match. And I'll tell you what, Donnie, both soccer teams doing very well this season, so it'll be fun to see them in action Friday night.
That's right, John. The girls undefeated in conference, the boys 1 loss in conference, and doing very well this year.
All right, and while we've got a moment, I'd like to thank our live stream crew working the production board this afternoon, Beverly Harrington. Out on the main shot that you see right there in your camera, or see right there in your screen, that is Sophie Payne. And get some help from Marilyn Payne today, the better half of my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne. She's helping out today, and we appreciate her having her along this afternoon. All right, leading it off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, it'll be number 5, the third baseman, Ken Pascal. Pascal will stand in from the right side, waiting the first pitch from Carter Allen. And Allen delivers the first pitch. That'll be fouled back to the screen for strike 1. First pitch, 5:11 p.m. Allen working from the stretch. He delivers. That one's going to be hit out toward left field, and that is going to be over the head of Will Carmichael. He'll field it off the wall, And Ken Pascal for the Fayetteville Bulldogs with a leadoff stand-up double. So Ken Pascal wasting no time getting something going for Fayetteville here in the top of the first. So that'll bring number 24, Landon Schaefer, to the plate. Allen's first pitch to Schaefer, breaking ball. That's going to be inside. Didn't really break down like he expected it to. He'll start out 1-0 on Landon Schaefer. Pascal takes his lead down at second. Allen checking the runner. Now he delivers. That's going to be a line drive foul over to the left side. And that'll leave him the count one apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway here in the top of the first. Leadoff double by Ken Pascal, the third baseman for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Donnie, I wouldn't say Will Carmichael was playing shallow on that by any means, but Pascal just, he got a lick on that ball, got it all the way to the wall. On the 1-1, good breaking ball by Carter Allen. That fools Schaefer. And now Allen will work ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And John, with the old fence, before they put this new metal fence up, I think that one would probably been out. The one that Pascal hit. And I think this fence is a little bit taller than the old one.
Allen now on the 1-2. Again, starts that breaking ball a little too far inside. And that'll leave him the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pascal will take his lead at second base. Here's the 2-2. That one down in the turf. That'll run the count to full. Go ahead, Donnie. Sorry.
Say good stop by Evan on that one, John.
Okay. Allen looks in. Checks the runner. On the 3-2, here's the pitch. That one's going to be it high and deep to center field. Reed going back, and that ball is out of here. Landon Schaefer to the deepest part of the park here, and that'll give Fayetteville the early 2-0 lead. On a 3-2 pitch, Landon Schaefer got a pitch, and he barreled that one up, Donnie, and see you later.
Now went out at center and cleared the the deepest part and the tallest part of the new fence. The batter's eye is incorporated in the fence. So that was a very well hit baseball.
Okay, not the start the Tigers wanted here. That'll bring the 3-hole hitter, number 10, Jason Delamar, to the plate. Delamar, he'll stand in from the right side. Breaking ball, nice breaking ball by Carter Allen right there. That one just misses. Kind of brushed Delamar back away from the plate. Almost broke in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is going to be hit right down the first base line. That gets by Cade Troffholtz. And Jason Delamar is going to be into second base with a double.
Well, John, the first 3 batters all have extra base hits today for Fayetteville.
I'll tell you what, Fayetteville has come out hitting today. 2 doubles and a home run. They've got a 2-0 lead and nobody out here in the top of the first. Evan Martinez Going out to have a quick word with Carter Allen. Probably just trying to maybe settle Allen down a little bit. Allen's not throwing bad pitches, Donnie. It's just Fayetteville, they're just teeing off. Mark Brissy, number 19, the designated hitter. He's in the 4-hole. He'll stand in from the right side as Delamar takes his lead at second. Now Waker looking to hold the runner. First pitch into Brissy. That's going to be downstairs, ball 1. At least the first 2 batters, Donnie, I think Allen's had him at 2 strikes. And there's a shot over to the right side to Waker. He'll throw over to Cade Troffholtz, and Tigers will get their first out here in the the top of the first inning.
And Brissy made it out there, but Johnny hit it to the right side, which allowed Delamar to move to third.
So 1 out here in the top of the first. That brings Charlie Graves, the right fielder, to the plate. First pitch to Graves going to be downstairs, ball 1. Nice job by Martinez to block that one up. That'll run the count to 2-0. I'll tell you what, I think this is a really, really important hitter right here for Carter Allen, Donnie. If he could somehow strike him out or get this out without scoring the run, only get out of this with 2 runs. And one just misses 3-0. Yeah, try to get this out, get it to 2 outs. That would be huge.
Bentonville's playing the infield end, John, so hoping the ball's hit right at an infielder to make a play at the plate.
On the 3-0 count, Allen looks in. He delivers. That one downstairs, ball 4. Now Fayetteville will have runners at the corners.
Now batting number 21, Carter Morris.
So that's going to bring Carter Morris to the plate. Morris will stand in from the left side with runners at the corners and 1 out. Graves will take his lead at first. Jason Delamar. He'll take a lead at third. First pitch to Morris. Fastball, strike 1.
An infield playing back, John, in double play death, but the corner's still in, looking to cut that run down at home.
Absolutely. And in double play death in the middle, in at the corners. Allen throws over. Checks the runner, Charlie Graves, over there. That was going to be hit right at Connor Davis. He's going to bobble it, and he's not going to get Carter Morris. Run scores, Delamar scores. And Donnie, I have to think that that's going to be an error on Connor Davis playing shortstop.
E6 on that one.
Honestly, I think Connor could have flipped over to Waker at second base. Probably could have got the out at second even after bobbling it, but made the decision to try to get the runner at first. But by that point, too much speed by Carter Morris.
Coach Abbott is talking, doesn't really look like he's talking to his pitcher. He's talking to his infielders there, John.
Well, that was actually the opportunity the Tigers needed to possibly get out of the inning right there, only down 2.
Yeah, your pitcher got the ball he needed right there, and I actually thought Davis, he kind of was kind of a line drive, and he set back, and that short hop kind of ate him. I think he could have come forward and caught it in the air, John, and they would have been able to double the runner off on first.
But I was looking at, I think it was Graves who was running down towards second. I think he could have got him. So runners on first and second, still 1 out, and Jude Reyna at the plate. First pitch to Reyna's downstairs, ball 1. Three to nothing. Bulldogs on top here in the top of the first on 3 hits. Reyna's going to foul that one off over the left side. That'll leave in the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners will take their lead.
He went.
Yeah, he did go. Now, ball got away from Martinez, so the runners will advance to second and third. But, yeah, I think Reyna right there tried to check up, but just couldn't right there. So, good news is that'll run the count to 0-2. Oh, I'm sorry, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit toward the gap, toward right center, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. That'll score 2 runs, and Jude Reyna has a stand-up double.
That one's another ball, John, hit really hard. That one hit off the wall on the fly.
Well, Fayetteville's hit, Donnie, I believe, two baseballs off the wall, 1 over the fence.
Now batting number 12, Camden Rogers.
And the Bulldogs are having some fun at the plate right now.
Yeah, 4 hits, John, and all of them have been extra base hits. 3 doubles and a home run.
So that'll bring number 12, Camden Rogerson. He's the 8-hole hitter. He'll come to the plate with 1 out and a man in scoring position. Carter Allen, good fastball right there for a strike. Looked like that had a little more zip on it right there. Rayner takes his lead at second. That one's going to be hit towards Waker. He'll field it cleanly, throw over to Troffholtz, and that'll be the second out here in the top of the first. So Arya Waker, he's been responsible for the first 2 outs here in the top of the first for Bentonville. Tell you what, he does a great job there at second base. Really solid over there. Okay, so that will bring Charlie Garton, the 9-hole hitter. First pitch to Garton, misses just outside, ball 1. Fayetteville's batted the lineup here in the top of the first. Bentonville trying to get in the dugout. The good news, Donnie, is there's a lot of time to chip away at it. Two balls, 1 strike to Charlie Garton, the Fayetteville shortstop. Reyna takes his lead at third. Allen looks in. He delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Just misses. So that'll run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Allen delivers and struck him out looking. I tell you right there, Garton thought he had drawn the walk, but the umpire said not so fast. rung him up for the third out here in the top of the first. All right, we played a half inning. Bentonville down 5-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the first here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where big top half of the first for Fayetteville, and the Tigers find themselves down 5-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And pitching today for Fayetteville, that is going to be number 24, Landon Schaefer.
So Schaefer helped his own cause there at the first inning, John, hitting a 2-run home run.
Yeah, Donnie, a 2-run homer by Schaefer. So, tell you what, probably feels pretty good coming in bottom half of the first with a 5-run lead. Well, let's see if the Bentonville Tigers can get something going here in the bottom half. Number 12, Boyce Reed, the center fielder for Bentonville, will lead off for the Tigers. He'll stand in from the left side. And he's going to pop up the first pitch over to the left side, and that is going to be taken by the shortstop. I'm sorry, the third baseman, number 5, Ken Pascal. He'll catch that. 1 pitch, 1 out for Schaefer and the Fayetteville Bulldogs. And first pitch to Hayden Oliver, ball 1. Nice shot by Hayden Oliver, but right at the right fielder. That's Charlie Graves, comes in and makes a good catch. But, wow, what a good piece of contact that time by Hayden Oliver. Well, Donnie, that's just unfortunate right there because, boy, Oliver barreled that one up.
He hit that one right on the screws, but that's why baseball is a cruel sport sometimes. He hit it hard, but right at the right fielder.
So 3 pitches for Landon Schaefer, already 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. And Will Carmichael, the first pitch to him, swinging a miss for strike 1. Carmichael playing left field for the Tigers. He'll stand in from the right side. He's going to foul that one off over toward the Tiger dugout, and quickly Carmichael down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Schaefer works from the stretch on an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That'll be hit high into the air towards center field. Jason Delamar going back. He's got a beat on it, makes the catch over the shoulder. And the Tigers go down in order here in the bottom of the first. Well, we played an inning. Tigers down 5-0. We'll be back here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville going to the top of the second. The Tigers down 5-0 against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And leading it off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs here in the top of the second will be the leadoff hitter, number 5, Ken Paschal. Paschal started the game with a leadoff double. Once again, he'll be facing Carter Allen. First pitch to Paschal, downstairs, ball 1. Fayetteville, 5 runs on 4 hits so far in the ball game.
You know, it's already been a pretty good day when you're the leadoff guy and you've led off the first and the second inning.
That one downstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one catches the inside corner of the plate, strike 1. Paschal step back in as Allen looks in for the signals, working from the stretch on the 2-1. Allen delivers. That one's going to be a hit to the left side. Connor Davis fields it, throws over to Trougholz. Nice job right there. Scored 6-3 on the putout, and the Tigers now have 1 out here in the top of the second inning. That's what we're supposed to be doing right there, Donnie.
Now that was 4-pitch at bat. Get out, get the runner, get that leadoff man out. Yeah. This brings up Schaefer, John, who hit one over center field fence his last at bat.
Carter Allen now with 35 pitches here in the top of the second. But tell you what, nice job right there. Good breaking pitch. Caught Schaefer, kind of fooled him right there. Working ahead. That's we need more of that right there. Nice pitch. Good job, Carter Allen.
I don't think Schaefer was looking curveball there either, John, because he was very upset at himself for letting that one go.
On the 0-2.
Fastball in the turf.
Yeah, on that 0-2, you know, you're not going to throw him anything down Broadway, so Allen's still working ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if we can get him here on one of those breaking balls. Allen sets. He delivers. That one's going to be hit high out toward right field. Hayden Oliver getting over, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So the first 2 Fayetteville batters retired.
Now batting for Fayetteville, number 10, Jason.
And nice job by Carter Allen, fooling Schaefer with a couple of breaking balls, and gets a fly out right there. So that'll bring number 10, Jason Delamar, to the plate. Delamar doubled his first time at bat. That one's going to be popped up. I don't know, Donnie. That's going to be some trouble. Yeah, that's. You kind of knew off the bat it was going to be deeper in the shortstop, but you kind of felt like the outfield wasn't going to be able to get to that one.
Yeah, center field.
Jason Delamar has his second hit of the ball game.
Center fielder John was playing really deep for Bentonville, and that ball was hitting the perfect spot.
Okay, so Mark Brissy, The 4-hole hitter, the designated hitter for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, will come to the plate with the runner on first. Delamar takes his lead at first as Carter looks in. He delivers. That ball upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes.
Brissy grounded out to Aria, his first at bat.
That one is going to be a
That's
high
a home
and
run.
deep to left field. And Will Carmichael just watches it go over the left field fence. And Mark Brissy, the designated hitter, has a 2-run shot that's going to give Fayetteville a 7-0 lead. Yeah, Donnie, I'd like to see the exit velo on that one right there because off the bat you knew that was a no-doubter.
Well, I mean, even their outs have been hit hard, John. The ball that hasn't been hit, the only ball that wasn't hit hard was Delamar's single there, right there before the home run.
So Charlie Graves now will come to the plate. He's going to be hit by the first pitch by Carter Allen. So after retiring the first 2 batters here in the inning, a home run and hit by pitch.
Now batting number 21, Carter Morris.
Tigers are looking for a way to get out of the top of the second.
2 quick outs to start, John. Then a bloop single and the home run. Now a hit by pitch. Fayetteville's going to send at least 6 to the plate again this inning.
Next up for Fayetteville, number 21, the left fielder, Carter Morris. Morris will stand in from the left side. As Charlie Graves will take a big lead down at first. You know, Graves has got some speed, Donnie. He was out there playing right field. Saw him kind of dart in. Also plays wide receiver for the Fayetteville Bulldog football team. He's got some speed, and he's getting a pretty sizable lead at first. First pitch to Morris. Downstairs, ball 1. Morris reached on an error last inning. And now we'll look in right now on a 1-0 count. Graves takes his lead. That one's going to be popped up over toward left field. Will Carmichael getting underneath it, and he's going to make the catch for the 3rd out in the inning. So Fayetteville scores a couple of runs. They take a 7-0 lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Okay, we'd like to welcome you back here to Bentonville. We're going to the bottom of the second. The Tigers needing to find some runs. Try to cut into this 7-0 Fayetteville lead. Casey Christ starts out the Tigers. 1 ball, no strikes. Landon Schaefer on the mound for Fayetteville. His second pitch to Casey Christ outside. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's going to be high and out, and Landon Schaefer now starts out 3-0 on Casey Christ, the third baseman for Bentonville. The 3-0, that one's in there for called strike 1. Yeah, Casey Christ playing third base today, Donnie. Normally we've seen him at the designated hitter spot. Schaefer, that's downstairs, and Chris draws a leadoff walk, and that'll be the first base runner today for the Bentonville Tigers. Well, that's a good start, Donnie. Comes a point right here. You got to start chipping away somewhere, and good start for Bentonville. That brings number 5, the designated hitter today for Bentonville, Trace Peterson, to the plate. Peterson will stand in from the left side. Casey Christ will take his lead down at first. Trace Peterson's going to foul that one back over the screen. And, Donnie, that one, you and I both saw that pitch here from the press box. That looked like one, I know Trace is probably thinking he could have squared that one up. So he starts out 0-1. And that one's going to be inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris takes his lead. Swing and a miss. Looks like a little off speed right there by Landon Schaefer. And he'll work ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trace Peterson. That one's going to be fouled back. Well, Donnie, if you're Bentonville, this is the matchup you want right here. Your designated hitter from the left side facing a right-handed Landon Schaefer.
He's been right on a couple of his foul balls, John. Just missing them.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Chris takes his lead at first. Schaefer looks in, delivers.
Got a piece of it.
Peterson stays alive right there. Landon Schaefer, only 15 pitches now here in the bottom of the second. Donnie, if I'm not mistaken, he only threw 5 pitches in the top half of the first.
Yep. 10, the first 2 batters here.
But Peterson here trying to make him work a little bit. On the 1-2. He swings. I think he got a piece of it, foul tip, but the catcher, Everett Hall, got it in his mitt, so a strikeout for Trace Peterson. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the second. So that brings number 11, the Bentonville shortstop, Connor Davis, to the plate. He's got Casey Christ taking his lead at first. First pitch to Davis, off speed. He'll swing and miss for strike 1. Chris back in safely. Well, Coach Abbott would like to get Chris down there in scoring position. Swing and a miss again by Connor Davis, and that'll be strike 2.
Another curveball, and Davis way out in front on both of them, John.
Yeah. So no balls, 2 strikes to Connor Davis. Davis is going to foul that one high and out of play over on the right side. Just a little late on that one. Well, Donnie, Landon Schaefer so far has been very impressive. He's able to mix his pitches up between that off speed and I'd say a really good fastball. You know, we don't have any kind of track man or anything out here, but I've got to say that's a plus fastball by Landon Schaefer. On the 0-2, tried to check his swing, but couldn't. And Landon Schaefer now will record his second strikeout of the inning. So that'll bring number 59, Cade Troffholtz, playing first base for the Tigers today. He'll stand in from the left side with Casey Christ down on first base. First pitch to Troffholtz, fastball in there for strike one. You know, Donnie, we were covering a couple weeks ago that Bentonville Harbor game, and Cade Troffholtz got in late in the game and kind of sparked the Tigers a little bit with a base hit, and love to see him do it again right here. He's going to hit that one over to the right side. It'll be taken by Rogerson. He'll throw over to Reyna, and that'll be the third out in the inning. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back for the top of the third inning here in just a moment. Fayetteville 7, Bentonville nothing. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh no!
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh! Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where we're going to the top of the third inning. Fayetteville Bulldogs on top, 7-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne. And we have a new pitcher for the Bentonville Tigers. That is number 7, Lewis Ruda. Lewis Ruda now on the mound for Bentonville. Ruda's first pitch to Jude Reyna. They'll be downstairs for ball one.
He hit one off the right field wall his first at bat, John.
And that one's going to be fouled over to the left side. That'll leave him the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ruda works from the windup. Here's the pitch. That one's going to miss inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Reyna will foul that one off to the screen, and that'll even it up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ruda delivers on the 2-2. That one just misses. That'll run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jude Reyna. Reyna with the double his first time up to bat. On the 3-2, here's the pitch. That one upstairs, and Reyna draws a leadoff walk.
Evan wanted to appeal on that 2-2 pitch, but their 2-man crew, there's not an umpire at third base for the appeal. So the home plate umpire is not going to ask the first base umpire on that one because he's got no angle on it.
Okay, so that'll bring Camden Rogerson, the second baseman. He'll come to the plate, stand in from the right side. First pitch to Rogerson. That's going to be a called strike. Reyna takes his lead down at first, as Ruda will work from the stretch. He sets. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to be fouled off to the right side, out of play. And now Ruda will work ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've got Reyna for Fayetteville leading off at first. We've got Ruda on the mound for Bentonville. And at the plate, Camden Rogerson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch that time by Lewis Ruda. Was that strike 3, Donnie?
That was strike 3.
Well, he struck him out. I got behind in the count. Nice job, Lewis Ruda. Somehow I missed a pitch, Donnie.
And this guy struck out looking his first at bat, John Gardner.
Yeah, Charlie Garton. As Reno lead off first. Ruda looks in. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. I'm going to keep up better this time. Now, it was a nice pitch there by Lewis Ruda to get him to swing and miss, kind of chased a breaking ball out of the zone. Oh, that's a good pitch by Ruda right there. Oh, Donnie, you've got a better angle on it than me, but that looked pretty close.
That's pretty close.
2 balls, no strikes. Reyna takes his lead. Not a real big lead down there. I think he might have called that a little high and out, but it wasn't. Again, Donnie, that's a tough zone right there.
Right.
3 balls, no strikes. I guarantee if he throws the same pitch right here on 3-0, he'll call it a strike. What do you bet?
I bet he would.
Good pitch. Strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the third. Tigers down 7-0. Ruda sets. That one foul tip back to the screen, and Lewis Ruda has worked the count back to full. Looks like Martinez.
That went off Evans' arm,
Yeah,
John.
may have took that one off. Holding his, looks like his left arm right there. Yeah, catchers are tough. He'll shake that one off. Coach Jeremy Woody out to check on him, but yeah, Martinez, he's going to be okay. Once again, Don, you say rub some dirt on it, but it's an all-turf infield.
Rub some rubber pellets on it.
Okay, so we'll reset, do it again here on 3-2. Reyna takes his lead at first. Ruda from the stretch. He delivers. Oh, Donnie.
Well, he has not called an outside pitch yet, so.
I'll tell you, that's a good job by Charlie Garton taking that pitch on a 3-2. I don't know if I could have taken that one, Donnie. That was pretty close.
I don't think you should have taken that one,
No.
John.
Okay. So that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for Fayetteville to the plate, Ken Pascal. Pascal 1 for 2 on the day. He had a double in the top of the first, grounded out last time to the shortstop. He's got runners on first and second as Ruda delivers. That one's going to be hit out toward right field, toward Hayden Oliver. Oliver's got the catch, And Oliver's quickly going to get the ball back in. Nice play out there by Hayden Oliver to record the second out here in the top of the third inning. So Landon Schaefer, he'll stand in from the right side. He's 1 for 2 on the day, had a 2-run homer in the top of the first, flew out last inning to Hayden Oliver. Rain will take his lead at second. That one's going to be hit over toward the left side. That'll go to Casey Christ, across to Trough Holtz, and that'll be the third out of the inning. All right, so no runs scored by the Bulldogs here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Link's presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is! Mr. Sasquatch! Hey! Ooh, missed me. That's my truck.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
All right, we welcome you back here to Tiger Field here on the campus of Bentonville High School. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. Tigers down 7-0. John McElroy alongside my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne. And leading it off for the Tigers will be the catcher, number 10, Evan Martinez. And Landon Schaefer here in the bottom of the third, he starts out this inning. Donnie, he's only thrown 22 pitches going into the bottom of the third. First pitch, Martinez going to foul it off toward the right side. First baseman for Fayetteville giving chase, and he's going to hit the fence. That ball goes out of play, but that is Jude Reyna who was giving chase and ran into the fence, and looks like he's going to be okay. Good effort by Reyna at the right time, but he just ran out of room, Donnie.
Good hustle. Some teammate or something's got to kind of warn him about that fence being there.
Okay, no balls, one strike. Devin Martinez. And that one right there, that's going to be upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Donnie, Bentonville started out good last inning, got a leadoff walk, but 3 straight outs after that. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Donnie, I'm going to do what you did last time we broadcast. So far, Schaefer throwing a no-hitter, no hits in the game allowed by Landon Schaefer. All right, now's the time, Evan. Oh, fouls one off over to the left side. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be fouled off over to the right side. Looks like it's going to go just about to the same place as that first pitch. Okay, we'll reset and do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the catcher, Evan Martinez. Here's the pitch. That one downstairs. Good take that time by Martinez, and that'll leave him the count at 2 apiece. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Now batting for your Tigers, Ario Waker.
And that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the game for Landon Schaefer. And that's going to bring the 9-hole hitter for the Bentonville Tigers to the plate. Number 4, Aria Waker. Waker playing second base. He'll stand in from the right side to face Landon Schaefer. Waker takes that first pitch. That one's downstairs, ball 1. Nice shot by Waker. That's going to get down for a base hit. Good piece of hitting by number 4 right there. Got a pitch in the zone and just barreled it up, put it out there in front of the left fielder, Carter Morris. And Aria Waker has the first hit of the ball game for the Bentonville Tigers. I'll tell you this, Donnie, as we've watched this team play, Aria Waker, he is just a gritty player. Really solid defensively at second, and tell you what, he swings at good pitches. Okay, that'll bring the leadoff hitter for Bentonville, Boyce Reed, to the plate, number 12. And first pitch to Reed, that's going to be a called strike. That one right there, Donnie, that a little inside, brushed Reed off the plate, but in the opinion of the man in black down there, that was a strike. Second pitch. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that one kind of curved around the plate that time.
Waker takes his lead. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
John, that off-speed pitch has had Bentonville batters out in front of it all day.
You got to give Schaefer a lot of credit. He's done a good job of mixing it up. 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. Reed popped out to the third baseman his last time up. And he's going to hit that one over to the right side. They're going to get Waker at second base. No! They're going to say on the transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shortstop, as he tried to take the ball to complete the double play, lost the grip, but they're going to say it was on the transfer, so a fielder's choice. And Waker will head back to the Bentonville dugout. Boyce Reed will take his position up down at first.
That was the right call, John. He was definitely reaching in his glove to get that ball.
No, it was. It was. Okay, so that'll bring Hayden Oliver now to the plate. First pitch to Oliver, strike 1. Reed takes his lead at first. Runner goes. Reed is going to be in there. So Boyce Reed with the stolen base, and now Bentonville has a runner in scoring position.
First runner in scoring position for Bentonville.
That's
John.
right. Hayden Oliver last time lined out with a really hard hit to the right fielder. We'll see if he can get it in the gap right here and score a run for Bentonville. On the 0-2, Schaefer checks the runner. He delivers. And Hayden Oliver stays alive right there, fouls that one off. The catcher, Everett Hall, couldn't hang on to that one, so. Reed takes his lead. And Oliver's going to hit that to the right side. That'll be handled by the second baseman. And that is going to be the third out of the inning. All right, well, we've played 3. Bentonville down 7-0. We'll be back for the top of the 4th here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacklin's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Okay, we welcome you back here to Bentonville. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Jason Delamar will start it out for Fayetteville. He'll swing at the first pitch, and that is going to get by Casey Chris, the third baseman, and Delamar quickly with a leadoff single.
Delamar now 3 for 3, John.
Now batting number 19, Mark Brissy.
Okay, so Mark Brissy now, the designated hitter, he'll come to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day, but he had a home run his last time up. Delamar will take his lead there at first. Louis Ruda pitching for the Tigers. First pitch to Brissy will be downstairs, ball 1. Brissy will foul that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Brissy does not get cheated on his swings, John.
Delamar takes his lead at first. Good pitch by Ruda, catches the outside corner. And Donnie, that's the strike. That's the pitch last inning that we didn't see the umpire giving that call very much, but good pitch that time by Ruda. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mark Brissy, the designated hitter. Well, a nice job by Evan Martinez to pick that one off the turf. Delamar down there didn't have much of a lead at first, kind of feigned like he was running. I was going to try to take second, but he would have if Martinez wouldn't have come up with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Delamar back into first safely.
Was he a receiver for
He
Fayetteville
was
also? Yeah.
Yes. Good receiver for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. He's got some speed. He doesn't get much of a lead. With his kind of speed, he may not need it. He goes. That's a hit and run on, and that's going to be taken by Casey Chris across the diamond. And
out of play.
Chris sells that one over Trofholz's head. That's going to score Delamar all the way from first base.
Delamar was on first. He should only get third.
He was already moving by the time Chris actually made the play, actually fielded it and threw over.
It doesn't matter. It's where the play starts. He should only get third.
Donnie, I think Coach Todd Abbott, he's out of the dugout, and he may be having that same discussion. As it stands, Mark Brissy is going to take his position at second, reaches on an error. Second error in the ball game by Bentonville. So Coach Todd Abbott having a discussion with the home plate umpire, who's going to come out, talk with the umpire in the field, and they'll have a conversation. But, Donnie, you're exactly right. That's the conversation that's going on right now. Where was the runner when the play was made? The plate umpire now come back and give an explanation to Coach Abbott.
Coach Abbott's not happy.
I don't think Coach Abbott's going to like what he has to say.
It is 2 bases from the time of the pitch. It doesn't matter that he was stealing. It doesn't matter where he was when the throw was made. He was at first base at the time of the pitch. He should only be at third.
Well, Donnie, I know your expertise on the rules, and I sure wouldn't question that. So I definitely go with what you're saying. I think Coach Abbott, I think he's thinking the same thing. That's a pretty long conversation right here. Charlie Graves will be the next Fayetteville batter, but the conversation is it going to be 7-0, or are they going to give Fayetteville the run and make it 8-0? Yeah, no question.
And
Delamar, you know, he started at first base. He was on the move when the pitch was thrown.
If it is this is right from the Federation rule book. If it is the first play by an infielder and the batter runner hasn't reached first, it is awarded 2 bases from the time of the pitch. He should be at third base, not have scored a run. But they're going to let him keep the run.
So it'll be 8-0. Brissy will take his lead at second. And Charlie Graves, he'll foul the first pitch from Lewis Ruda over to the right side for strike one. Well, Donnie, appreciate the explanation, and I'm sure that's the exact conversation that Coach Todd Abbott was having with the home plate umpire, but to no avail. Ruda now from the stretch on an 0-1 count. Brissy takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swing, that one's foul tip back to the screen, and Ruda's going to work ahead 0-2 in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the 4th. Ruda checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit over to the left side, and that'll go just foul. Charlie Graves, a walk today, hit by a pitch his last time at bat. That one's going to go just foul. I'll tell you what, if I'm Casey Christ right now, I'm playing that line, especially when Reuter throws that breaking ball. Charlie Graves is getting around on that pretty quick. I may play just a step or two closer to the line if I'm Casey Christ. Still, no balls, 2 strikes. Reuter trying to figure out a way to get one by Charlie Graves. Checks the runner. Delivers.
He tried to stick that knee into that ball.
Not a bad 0-2 pitch right there, Donnie.
I don't know if it's the Federation rule and college rule. If you intentionally get hit by a pitch, it doesn't matter where the pitch is now. It's an automatic strike.
Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Upstairs, ball 2. And that one's going to be popped up over the right side. Troffholtz giving chase. Can he get there? Good play by Cade Troffholtz. Runner will advance to third base, but what an athletic play by number 59, Cade Troffholtz. And, Donnie, you know, that's a hard play to begin with, but the conditions, as we talked about here at Tiger Field, this time of day, you're looking right into the sun. But Troffholtz with a really nice play to record the first out here in the top of the 4th.
And good base running by Brissy there to take third, John.
So that'll bring Carter Morris, number 21. He'll hit it right up the middle on the first pitch. That'll be another RBI for Carter Morris as he'll round first. And credit Morris with the single. So number 11, Jude Reyna. He'll stand in from the left side. As Morris now will take his lead at first base. Pretty good lead there by Morris. Takes a step back. That one's outside for ball 1. Reyna 1 for 1 on today. Had a double in the first inning. Walked his last time at bat. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls. No strikes. Reuter's last 2 pitches have missed up, Donnie. That'll run the count to 3-0. Jude Reyna, the 7-hole hitter. That's a good pitch. Strike 1. Camden Rogerson on deck. Morris takes his lead. He's going to throw over. Morris had a pretty good lead that time. And we'll reset on the 3-1. And Reyna will draw his second walk of the afternoon.
Now batting number 12, Camden Rogerson.
And that is the third walk now given up by Lewis Reyna. Number 12, Camden Rogerson, now comes to the plate. Fayetteville second baseman. He'll have runners at first and second. That was going to be hit to the left side. Casey Christ gets it third base out and throws over to Cade Troffholtz to complete the double play. Score at 5-3 on the double play, and that gets Bentonville out of the inning. Well, we played 3.5. Bentonville down 9-0. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
All right, we are back here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bentonville down big, 9-0. Donnie got to get some runs, got to get something started. Landon Schaefer, he's gone all the way. Only 39 pitches as we go here to the bottom of the 4th. Will Carmichael will lead it off for the Tigers, and first pitch Carmichael. Outside for ball 1. Will's going to foul that one off to the left side. You know, the games we've covered, 90, we've seen Will play first base. Does a great job first base out there in left field today. Cade Troffholtz gets the start at first. Well, let's see if Will can get us started here at the plate. That one's going to be a hit, high pop-up out toward foul territory. First baseman trying to get over to make the catch.
He was out of play.
And
he crossed the white line, John.
Okay.
He caught it, but he was across the right line. So.
Kind of the ground rules here at Bentonville over there past the first base dugout is a white line. You go beyond that, and it is considered out of play. So that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Carmichael. And this one's going to be a base hit out in right field as I almost
he hit it too hard, John.
Soon.
Yeah,
he hit a shot that bounced right in front of the right fielder Charlie Graves, and Graves actually had a pretty close play at first, but Carmichael able to get down the line and get the second base hit of the Bentonville Tigers for the ball game. So now it will be Casey Christ will come to the plate. And Chris going to hit this out towards center field. Giving chase is Jason Delamar. He won't get there. That ball goes to the wall. And Will Carmichael is going to be standing on third base. And Casey Christ is into second for a double. Well, the Tigers have something working here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Nice piece of hitting that time by Casey Christ. And now batting for the Bentonville Tigers will be number 5, Trace Peterson. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. That ball's going to be outside for ball 1. runners will take their lead. As Jason Delamar looks in, and time is called.
Catcher called it.
Okay, we'll reset. Swing and a miss. Good off speed that time by Schaefer. One ball, one strike. Trace Peterson seeing if he can get the Tigers on the board right here. Carmichael on third. Christ on second. And Peterson will foul that one off over to the right side. And that'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schaefer checks the runners, delivers on the 1-2. That one upstairs. That'll leave the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trace Peterson. Peterson struck out his first time up to bat. He's got an opportunity to put the Tigers on the board right here. On the 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be popped up over to the left side. Third baseman giving chase, and he won't be able to get there. Ken Pascal, number 5, on an all-out sprint to try to catch that one, but that one falls, and we'll reset and do it again on the 2-2. Okay, so the runners will take their lead on the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Batting for your Tigers, number 11, Connor Davis.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th as the Bentonville shortstop, number 11, Connor Davis, comes to the plate. Davis struck out his first time up. Once again, he has an opportunity to plate a couple of runs for the Tigers. First pitch to Davis. That's going to be hit a pop-up high in the air. Schaefer is going to give way to the Fayetteville shortstop, Charlie Garton, and Garton comes underneath it and catches it for the second out of the inning. Well, that's what the shortstop's supposed to do, Donnie. Pitcher should never have to field a ball like that.
You don't want them to.
Okay, and if the Tigers are going to get on the board here in the bottom of the 4th, it will be up to Cade Troffholtz. Number 59, Troffholtz playing first base for the Tigers today, doing a great job over there. See if he can get a hit, put something through the infield, and score a couple of runs. Here's the first pitch, Troffholtz. That one's going to be popped up in the infield. Schaefer's going to get underneath that one, and that will be the third out in the inning. Okay, well, a couple of base hits, but nothing to show for it. We go to the top of the 5th. Tigers down 9-0. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know, I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul 'cause you've been sinning
Okay, we welcome you back here to Bentonville. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Fayetteville up 9-0. John McElroy alongside Donnie Payne. Fayetteville 9 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Tigers no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors in the ball game. And Donnie, looks like Bentonville now going to go with their third pitcher of the ball game. This will be number 8, Cade Campbell, coming in to pitch for the Tigers. And Donnie, I'll tell you, that's the story of the ball game. You see the line score there, 9 runs on 8 hits for Fayetteville. They've been able to hit the ball really well today, but it's been tough going for the Tigers at the plate. Landon Schaefer, other than the last inning, gave up 2 hits last inning, but Landon Schaefer sort of been on cruise control for most of the game. Okay, leading it off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs will be number 8, Charlie Garton. Campbell, he'll work from the stretch. His first pitch to Garton. Garton shows bunt. He offers. That's strike 1. Charlie Garton struck out his first time at bat, walked his last time. Trying to get on base with a bunt right there, Donnie. Second pitch by Campbell, that's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cade Campbell misses just outside with a breaking ball. Donnie, that was a good pitch.
That was a really good pitch, John.
2 balls, 1 strike to Charlie Garton. Garton tried to check his swing right there. Martinez appeals down to the first base umpire. He says he didn't go. And I'm not sure that he did, Donnie, but looked like a pretty good pitch nonetheless. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one's upstairs for ball 4. So Fayetteville gets a leadoff walk. And Charlie Garton will make his way down to first base. So that'll bring the top of the order up for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Number 5, Ken Pascal, plays third base for Fayetteville. Pascal's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Doubled his first time at bat, but grounded out, lined out his last time up. Garton will take his lead down at first base. Big lead by Garton. That pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Campbell's going to throw over this time. Garton back in safely. Good pitch that time by Cade Campbell. That'll even things up 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, the Arkansas Razorbacks baseball team playing tonight, the number 1 team in the nation. They've got Arkansas State down at Baum Stadium this evening. As Campbell throws a breaking ball in there, it's going to be fouled over into 8th Street. That'll run the count to 1-2. Donnie, you got a score update from down in Fayetteville?
Yeah, it's 1-1 in the top of the 3rd.
Okay. So A-State keeping it close here in the early going. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ken Pascal. Here's the pitch by Campbell. That one's going to miss up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll say this, Donnie, one thing I've noticed about these Fayetteville hitters, they are disciplined at the plate. They do not chase bad pitches.
Yeah,
and that wasn't so bad, but it was up in the zone, and they don't chase. On the 2-2, that one misses outside, and that'll run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pascal looking down to his third base coach. Get the sign. Garton will take his lead down at first. Big lead by Garton. On the 3-2, that one is going to be popped up. Martinez may have a play on it, and Martinez is going to catch it for the first out of the inning. Nice job by Evan Martinez. Boy, that's always a tough play for a catcher, Donnie. As it, the ball comes down, it's got that backspin on it, kind of comes back to you. It's a difficult play, but Martinez made it look pretty easy right there.
He got right over against that net, too. Then you're wondering, is it going to hit? It's coming down. It could scrape the net or something. So,
well, that's going to bring Landon Schaefer to the plate, the Fayetteville pitcher. Campbell's going to throw over. Check the runner, Charlie Garton over there. And the first pitch to Schaefer, ball one.
The umpire is not calling those breaking balls on the corner.
Good pitch by Cade Campbell. He completely fooled Landon Schaefer right there. Schaefer 1 for 3, had a 2-run homer back in the first. He's got a 1-1 count now. That one upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tell you what, if I'm Cade Campbell, I come back to that breaking ball against Schaefer. Garden takes his lead at first. Campbell sets, delivers. And that breaking ball is going to miss outside. Got to start that breaking ball at the inside half, Donnie, and let it break down and out. On the 3-1, here's the pitch. Fastball, that was going to be hit high into the air in right center field. That is Hayden Oliver going back. He's going to make the catch. Nice job by Hayden Oliver. And a good job by Cade Campbell throwing it out right there.
You saw Hayden, John, running back, and he stopped. He did a good job realizing he needed to come back towards it.
Okay, so 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. And Jason Delamar will come to the plate for Fayetteville. Cade Campbell. And that was going to be hit to the left side, taken by the shortstop. Across the diamond to Troffholtz, Davis to Troffholtz for the 3rd out of the inning. All right, we have played 4.5, Fayetteville 9, Bentonville nothing. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh no!
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Fayetteville 9, Bentonville nothing. And leading off for the Tigers will be number 10, Evan Martinez. Schaefer's second pitch, Martinez misses out. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to miss upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schaefer only 55 pitches now through 4 innings, just now starting the 5th. But Don, it looks like he's starting to wear it a little bit. That one's downstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike. So after a first pitch strike to Evan Martinez, the last 3 have been out of the zone. So Martinez, he's got to like it right here. If he gets one he likes, he can drill it. Here's the pitch. That one's downstairs and a leadoff walk for the Tigers. I tell you, Schaefer's been really good all day, but the last inning gave up a couple of hits.
Courtesy runner for
Alec Greth is your courtesy runner up to bat.
Alec Greth, number 18, coming in, courtesy runner for Evan Martinez, the Bentonville catcher. And number 4, Arya Waker, will come to the plate. He's the 9-hole hitter, got the first hit of the ball game for Bentonville. First pitch to Waker, that's going to be hit out toward right field. That should be caught by the right fielder, Charlie Graves. He does make the catch, and that'll be the first out in the inning.
Now batting number 12, Boyce Reed.
So that'll bring up the top of the order for Bentonville. Number 12, Boyce Reed, the Bentonville center fielder. Alec Greth will take his lead down at first base as Reed stands in from the left side. Schaefer looks in. Here's the pitch. And Boyce Reed will try to take a swing at the first pitch there, fouled it off over to the left side. That one upstairs. That'll leave him the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Donnie, that one misses badly.
Yeah,
that was well outside. See if the Tigers can do something with that leadoff walk. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Greth takes his lead down at first. That one
called a strike.
Yeah, that's called strike 2. Lower part of the zone. Runner takes his lead on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one downstairs. That'll run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the Bentonville leadoff hitter, Boyce Reed. That one is going to be a base hit out towards center field. Greth's going to make it down to second. Ball is bobbled. Greth's going to make his way to third. And Boyce Reed is going to be standing on second. Credit Reed with a single and gets to second on the air by the center fielder, Jason Delamar.
Now batting number 14, Hayden Oliver.
First error in the ball game by Fayetteville. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position for the Bentonville Tigers with 1 out. And that'll bring Hayden Oliver now to the plate. Oliver stands in from the left side. Grounded out last time up to bat. Lined out to right field his first time up to bat. He's going to hit that one hard toward second base. That is going to score a run. So Hayden Oliver thrown out at first base, but credit him with an RBI, and the Bentonville Tigers put the first run of the ball game on the board.
If you're Fayetteville, John, you live with that 9-run lead.
Oh, yeah.
You'll trade outs for runs all day.
Well, but good to see Bentonville not going to get shut out. And that is going to bring Will Carmichael now to the plate. And Carmichael is going to foul the first pitch off over toward the Tiger dugout. And Schaefer will work ahead 0-1. Will Carmichael with a hit last inning. And he's going to hit that one over to the left side, taken by the shortstop. He's going to throw.
Wow.
What a play by
Good arm.
Charlie Garton to get to that ball, and what a great throw over to Jude Reyna to get the third out of the inning. Okay, we played 5 innings. Bentonville 1, Fayetteville 9. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy
Good to
National
see ya.
Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh! Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side. At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive.
Okay, welcome back to Bentonville. We're going to the top of the 6th. Tigers down 9-1. And leading it off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs here in the top of the 6th will be the designated hitter, number 19, Mark Brissy. Cade Campbell came in last inning. Didn't allow any runs last inning. And his first pitch to Brissy will be fouled back. And Campbell will work ahead in the count 0-1. Campbell tries to work a breaking ball in there, just misses.
These you mentioned it, John. These Fayetteville hitters, they do not chase pitches that they don't think are strikes.
That's a good pitch by Campbell.
Brissy was I got to get out of the way, and then he flinched bad on that one.
And that's, that's where Bentonville, that's where these pitchers, and Campbell did it right there. They've got to start that pitch more in the inner half of the plate and let it break away. Good pitch that time by Campbell. He struck him out. Nice job by Cade Campbell to get the designated hitter, Mark Brissy.
Curveball that made Brissy bail, didn't know what to do with it, and a fastball in the outside corner, and he reached him, he couldn't reach it.
So that's Campbell's first strikeout of the evening, and now he'll face the right fielder, number 1, Charlie Graves.
That one went behind the batter.
It broke around the back of the batter's head. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now I need a lot of crooked numbers there on the scoreboard for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit over toward the shortstop for Bentonville. Connor Davis is going to throw over.
It was a low throw, John, and first baseman not able to come up with it.
Cade Troffholtz can't make the play on that one. And I'm sure they'll charge another error to the Bentonville Tigers right there. So Charlie Graves reaches on the error. Charge the error on Connor Davis on the throw. And that will bring number 21, Carter Morris, to the plate. Charlie Graves down there, boy, he takes a big lead. He's a threat to run, Donnie. I know it's a 9-1 ball game, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go. First pitch to Carter Morris is in there for a strike. Yeah, I think Graves was going to go on that pitch, Donnie. He kind of, once Campbell moved, he sort of took a, he kind of moved towards second, but then realized Campbell was coming over and got back. He takes his lead again. He's going. And Martinez going to throw down and hits to the shortstop side of the bag, and Charlie Graves has a stolen base. No balls, 2 strikes to Carter Morris. Graves takes his lead at second. Campbell delivers on the 0-2. Oh, just a little up right there, but not by much. It's not a bad 0-2 pitch right there. Maybe try to get a fastball up in the zone, get him to chase. But as we said earlier, these Fayetteville hitters, they don't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, tried to backdoor breaking ball in there, and it missed, but not by much. And that'll run the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donnie, I thought that was a pretty good pitch, trying to get him on the backdoor breaking ball. Morris will foul that one off over to the left side. Out of play. Graves will take his lead at second. Cade Campbell checks the runner, set to deliver on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. That'll run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. This one's scheduled for 7. On the 3-2. That one's going to be hit high out towards center field. Boyce Reed coming over. He's going to make the catch. Nice range that time by Boyce Reed to make the 2nd out in the inning.
Fayetteville, number 11, Jude Reyna.
So that'll bring Jude Reyna, Fayetteville first baseman. He'll come to the plate, stand in from the left side. Reyna, 1 for 1, double back in the first, and then 2 walks. He's got Charlie Graves down at second. Now Campbell will step off, reset. No pitch clock here in high school baseball. Now Campbell checks Graves. And Graves is going to head toward third, and that's going to sail over Martinez's head. And Graves will get credit for the stolen base. So that'll move Charlie Graves down to third base with a 1-0 count to Jude Reyna. That's a good pitch there on the inside half by Cade Campbell. That'll leave the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball misses. Well, they're saying, Donnie, they're saying, the umpire's saying that it hit him. Well, if it did, it must not have been much because Martinez caught it pretty cleanly. At least it looked like from up here.
It hit something before it got to Martinez's glove, but
okay.
Now batting number 12, Camden.
Coach Todd Abbott out just to get a clarification, but apparently got a piece of Jude Reyna. So he reaches base by getting hit by the pitch. And that brings Camden Rogerson to the plate. Rogerson will hit it to the right side. Waker is going to throw over to second. For one, I think Waker thought
I forgot how many outs there were because the easier play would have been definitely go to first base there.
But I have to say this, Aria Waker, he turned to second like a pro right there. It was a great put out at second, but probably could have made the easier play at first. But as it stands, the Tigers are out of the inning. So we're going to take a break. When we return, we'll come back for the bottom of the sixth here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Jack Link's Jerky, feed your wild side.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Link's presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is! Mr. Sasquatch! Hey!
Okay, we welcome you back here as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Fayetteville 9, Bentonville 1. Casey Christ to lead it off for the Bentonville Tigers. First pitch to Christ, off speed, swinging a miss, strike one. Landon Schaefer, he's gone all the way for Fayetteville. And Donnie, it looks like he's at 68 pitches here. And Chris is going to hit that to the left side. Ken Pascal stopped it, but the ball kind of caromed away from him. No play right there. And Casey Christ is going to make it to first base. And Donnie, I think we're calling that, calling that an infield single, and rightfully so. Chris did a good job of getting hold of that baseball. That would have been a tough play for Pascal.
Trace Peterson batting for your Tigers.
What's wrong? Oh.
Take it from here.
Yeah. Peterson up. Has struck out his previous two at-bats tonight. Good single by Chris to start the inning here. Pinch runner for Chris. I did not see who went in to run. And Peterson fouls that one off. Peterson DHing tonight for the Tigers. 1-1 the count. Schaefer still on the mound for the Bulldogs. That one's down in the dirt. Good block by Hall. Swing and a miss by Peterson. Down, evens the count now. Schaefer evens the count 2-2. Schaefer set. There goes the runner. Peterson hits a high fly ball. Right fielder's underneath it, makes the catch. Hard hit ball. Right fielder able to get underneath it, and Chris, pinch runner, has to go back to first base. And that will be the first out in the inning. That'll bring up Connor Davis. 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout in the second inning. Pop fly to the shortstop in the fourth. That one misses up and in. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. That was the 75th pitch of the game for Schaefer. That one's hit hard down the line. It is hooking foul. And that will even the count 1-1 on Connor Davis.
Okay. Donnie, thanks for filling in. Made a couple of adjustments to our camera. And Connor Davis now with a 1-1 count. Runner on first. Schaefer set to deliver. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside half. That one upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes his lead at first. Davis is going to foul that one off behind the screen. Count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schaefer checks the runner. Now comes to set. On the 2-2, he delivers. That'll be hit hard toward the third baseman. He'll field it. He'll go to second, overthrows second. That goes out to right field. Tiger runner's going to advance over to third. And charge an error to the Fayetteville third baseman. He was going to try to start the double play, but threw it over the second baseman's head out into right field.
John, I think that was a good throw. The second baseman's looking right in the sun. You saw him duck. He lost the ball right in the sun.
Looked like it was upstairs a little bit, but Donnie, you may be exactly right. So, Donnie, fill me in while I was gone. Who do we have here down on third base?
That is pinch runner for Christ. Christ got a hit. And they pinch ran somebody. And
I think that's Alec Greth.
Greth.
Yeah, Alec Greth. So Greth will take his lead at third, and Christ will take his lead at first. Runners on the corners for Cade Troffholtz. Troffholtz going to foul the first pitch off over to the left side over the Tiger dugout. That's Connor Davis at first. And Schaefer going to throw over it. Oh, they called a balk. Sure did. So Alec Greth will come in to score the second run for Bentonville. And that's is that Connor Davis or Casey Christ?
Well, that was his Christ's pinch runner.
Okay.
Greth scored.
Yeah, I know, but down at second base.
Oh, that is Davis.
Okay, that's Connor Davis. Will advance to second on the balk. That'll score a run for Bentonville, so it's 9-2. We resume action. It'll be a no balls, 1 strike count on Cade Troffholtz. Davis takes his lead down at second. Schaefer with the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Some activity now in the Fayetteville bullpen. That one's going to miss inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Schaefer at 82 pitches, he could still go, Donnie, but
right, 110's the limit in high school.
But there is some activity right now down in the Fayetteville bullpen. And Troffolt's going to get a single out to right field, and the runner's going to come around. He's going to try to score. We're going to have a play at the plate, and
he's out.
Connor Davis is called out on the throw from the right fielder, Charlie Graves. So, hey, I like the call by Bentonville, Donnie. It had to be a perfect throw, but credit Charlie Graves out there. He comes in, fields the ball, and makes a strike throw to the plate to throw out Connor Davis. 2 outs now for Bentonville. Good piece of hitting by Cade Troffoltz, though. Now Evan Martinez will come to the plate. He'll foul the first pitch over to the left side.
He walked and scored Bentonville's first run back in the 5th inning.
Troffoltz will take his lead. That one right there kind of brushes Martinez back a little bit.
Number 31 throwing down in the Fayetteville bullpen.
Oh. Well, the last pitch Schaefer threw kind of brushed Martinez back, and that one hit him. So Martinez is going to reach first base the hard way. And we'll have number 18 coming in as a courtesy runner.
Bentonville Tigers, Area Waker.
And that is Alec Greth. So with runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, Aria Waker will come to the plate. Schaefer checks the runners. His first pitch to Waker is going to be misses just up for ball 1. Waker, 1 for 2 on the afternoon, singled his first time up, flew out to the right fielder his last time up. He's going to hit that one out toward right field, but that one's going to go out of play, foul ball. Just a little bit late on that, Donnie. Boy, I'd like to have seen him get that one down the line, score a couple of runs right here. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Aria Waker. Again, fouls that one off, kind of in the same vicinity. So now Waker finds himself down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And runners take their lead. Here's the pitch. Waker's going to foul that one off over into 8th Street. Schaefer came back on the 1-2 count with the fastball right there. And Waker's hanging tough. Schaefer set to deliver on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit out into left field. That is a base hit. That'll get 1 run home. And they'll hold up the other Tiger runner at third base. And Waker has his second hit of the ball game and gets an RBI with that one. That scores Troffoltz. Evan Martinez are the courtesy runner. Alec Girth will hold up at third, but a nice piece of hitting once again on the 1-2 count by Aria Waker. Tell you what, once again, Donnie, I just like the grit that Aria Waker shows out there, both in the field and at the plate.
I wonder if this is going to be it for.
No question this is going to be it for Landon Schaefer. Surely they're going to go ahead and, or maybe they're going to give the Fayetteville pitcher a little more time to warm up.
The relief pitcher says he's ready.
Yeah.
No, they're going to leave him in one more batter at
Okay.
least.
All right. I thought they would have went ahead and got him there. That is Grant Alderson. Grant Alderson warming up in the Fayetteville bullpen. But they'll leave Schaefer in for the time being, and let's see who we have at the plate here. That's going to be Boyce Reed, the leadoff hitter for Bentonville. He's got runners at the corners. First pitch to Reed, downstairs, ball one. 9-3. Bentonville's cut into the lead a little bit. Reed's going to hit that one over the right side. First baseman goes right to him, makes an easy play. Well, the Bentonville Tigers pick up 2 runs, and they've cut into the lead now, 9-3 Fayetteville. We'll be back for the top of the 7th here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is! Mr. Sasquatch! Whoa! Hey! Ooh, missed me. That's my truck.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
All right, we welcome you back here to Bentonville, where we're going to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs on top, 9-3. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. Once again, I'd like to thank our live stream crew, Beverly Harrington up here on the production board, keeping everybody straight. Sophie Payne out on our main shot, you see right there. And Marilyn Payne, she's working one of our cameras down there, and we appreciate these guys. Could not do this without them. Okay, so as we go to the top of the 7th, it will be for Fayetteville, number 8, Charlie Garton, the 9-hole hitter. He'll lead it off. He's going to square to bunt. That one's going to be in the air, and that one's pop foul behind the plate. Martinez can't get there, so it'll be strike one. Cade Campbell. Good pitch by Campbell. Catch that outer half of the plate right there. And that'll run the count to no balls, 2 strikes. That's hit hard toward left field, and good catch that time by Will Carmichael. Tell you what, that ball got out there in a hurry, but Carmichael was able to get a beat on it, track it down, and make the catch.
Up next from Fayetteville, number 5, Ken Pascal.
Ken Pascal now coming up to bat for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 7th. Pascal 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Had a double his first at bat but hasn't done much since. Grounded out, lined out, has popped up. One thing about Pascal, he makes contact. 4 plate appearances. He's contacted the ball all 4 times. And that one's going to be hit off over to the left side. That'll bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. On the 1-1. That pitch inside brushes Pascal back. I'll bring it 2 balls, 1 strike. Good pitch right there, just misses. That'll run the count to 3-1. Good pitch.
Hit a goose, bonus points.
I've got visions of Randy Johnson. Still can't believe that play. Baseball pitch that will live in infamy. Okay, here we go. Full count, 3-2. Cade Campbell delivers. That'll be fouled back to the screen. What do you bet Ken Pascal doesn't? I can bet he doesn't strike out very often.
I bet he does not.
See if
puts the
Cade
ball in play.
Let's see if Cade can slip one by him right here. Campbell working from the stretch, delivers, and tries to get a breaking ball in there, and that hits Pascal, and he'll take first base the hard way.
That would have been ball 4 anyway, but Pascal took it off the helmet. Luckily for Pascal, it was a very slow breaking ball.
Okay. So Pascal will take up his position down there at first base, and that'll bring Landon Schaefer, the Fayetteville pitcher, to the plate. Schaefer will stand in from the right side. He's 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Home run back in the first. But not much since. First pitch to Schaefer, ball 1. Campbell, he's going to throw over. You know, Donnie, you look at this game, looking at the scoreboard, Fayetteville, they did their damage there in the top of the first right off the bat, 5 runs. But since then, it's, you take away that, it's been 4 runs for Fayetteville to 3 runs for Bentonville. But unfortunately for the Tigers today, Fayetteville put up a big crooked number there in the top of the first, and that's really been the story of the ballgame.
That first inning, that big first inning.
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes to Landon Schaefer, and that's going to be hit over to the left side. That one's going to be in the turf. It'll get away from Martinez. And Ken Pascal will take second base.
Evan did everything he could to keep that one there, but no real shot at keeping that one right in front of him.
Three balls, 1 strike to Landon Schaefer. Good pitch. And Donnie, I'm not sure what Schaefer was thinking right there, because that ball was right down Broadway. Schaefer thought it was a ball, thought he had drawn the walk, but umpire quickly calls him back. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Campbell checks the runner. He delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Cade Campbell, the big strikeout right there.
Now batting number 10, Jason Delamar.
So 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th, and that'll bring Jason Delamar to the plate.
He's 3 for 4 today, John. He's put the ball in play all 4 at bats.
Bats out of the 3 hole. Delamar, he'll stand in from the right side. Pascal will take his lead down at second base. First pitch to Delamar. It's upstairs, ball 1. Cade Campbell losing his hat on that pitch. Two balls, no strikes. Top of the 7th. That one's going to be hit toward the middle. It's going to be taken by Connor Davis. He'll throw to Troffholtz, and they'll complete the out to get out of the top of the 7th. So we played 6.5, and the Tigers are down 9-3. We'll come back for the bottom of the 7th here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jacqueline's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacqueline's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville where we're going to the bottom of the 7th. The Tigers down 9-3 against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you, and looks like we've got a new pitcher going for Fayetteville coming in for Landon Schaefer. That is going to be number 31, Grant Alderson. Grant Alderson now in to pitch for the Bulldogs.
Up to bat for your Tigers, number 14, Hayden Oliver.
So Hayden Oliver will lead it off for the Bentonville Tigers. Tigers down to their last 3 outs. See if Oliver can get something going here in the bottom of the 7th, down 6 runs. Alderson will work from the windup. Here's the pitch. Now it's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Donnie, the name of the game right here is to get base runners.
Yeah, going to need a lot of base runners. No 6-run home runs, unfortunately.
And Hayden Oliver's going to put that over the right side. Oh, I tell you what, Hayden Oliver's got speed, but just couldn't beat that one out. The second baseman, Camden Rogerson, kind of bobbled that one a little bit. And, for a moment there, you thought maybe Hayden Oliver would reach with his speed, but they complete the 4-3 putout, and that brings the Tigers down to their last 2 outs of the ball game. So Will Carmichael, swing and a miss. That pitch by Grant Alderson. Alderson's second pitch to Will Carmichael, miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think we'll come back to that in a second. That one looked a little low, but not in the opinion of the plate umpire. And all of a sudden, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Will Carmichael. My partner, Donnie Payne, he's following the action down in Fayetteville. It looks like the Razorbacks have just gone up with a home run. Alderson's 1-2 pitch. That one's downstairs, and that'll even things up at 2 apiece.
One of the hottest hitters on the team, John Davalin, just hit a 3-run bomb to give Arkansas a 4-2 lead.
Chuck Davalon. Tell you, they've got some hitters this year, Donnie. On the 2-2, swing and a miss by Carmichael, and the Tigers are down to their final out of the ball game.
Tigers number 1, Casey Crisp.
Okay, so it comes down to Casey Christ, the Bentonville third baseman. Alderson's first pitch to Christ, upstairs, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Chris will foul that one off over into 8th Street. That'll move the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Chris just kind of sticks the bat out there, and that foul tip to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and now the Tigers down to their final strike of the ball game. Alderson. He's set to deliver on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit out towards center field. Center fielder coming in, and he's going to make the catch, and that will be the final out of the ball game. Well, the Bentonville Tigers go down 9-3. Fayetteville completes the 2-game sweep of the Tigers. Donnie, not the way the Tigers wanted it to go today, but still a lot more action in 6A West baseball before the season's over.
John, yeah, and unfortunately for Bentonville, they played Rogers first, who I think is currently ranked 1 or 2 in the state. Then we played West, and then we had to play Harbor, who's the number 4 team in the state. Fayetteville's number 2, I believe. And I think next weekend is Heritage, which is also in the top 10 in the state. So we've got our rough conference games all right here together.
All right, well, the Fayetteville Bulldogs, 9 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. The Bentonville Tigers, 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors in the ball game. Well, that's going to do it for this broadcast of Bentonville Tiger baseball. Hey, just a programming note, join us at 5:30 this Friday afternoon. We're going to have Bentonville Soccer live stream for you, both the girls and boys matches this Friday night from the Tiger Soccer, what do you call it, pitch, Donnie? The Tiger Soccer pitch?
Yes, the pitch.
The pitch.
Soccer pitch.
So looking forward to bringing that to you Friday night, and we hope you join us. So for Donnie Payne, I'm John McElroy saying so long. We